Today I choose to follow you.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, the 21st of December, and I'd like you to turn to Micah chapter 5, verse 2. Micha, hoofstuk 5, vers 2. Micah is one of the small prophets in the Old Testament. So just after Obadiah, Jonah, you get Micah. And just one verse, Micah 5, verse 2, for our coffee with God this morning. And I trust you got a decent cup of coffee with you. We're getting close to Christmas. You can't now run the lead up to Christmas by drinking tea. You've got to celebrate by drinking coffee. So here we go. Amazing crema and a nice cup of coffee this morning. Micah 5 verse 2, talking about Bethlehem. But as for you, Bethlehem Ephrathah, too little to be among the clans of Judah. From you, one will go forth for me to be ruler in Israel. His going forth are from long ago, from the days of eternity. Isn't it amazing that here we're told by the prophet Micah in the Old Testament that Jesus Christ would be born in Bethlehem, that God would choose a small little town, not even big enough to be named as one of the head cities, one of the tribal head cities, capitals of one of the tribes, just a small little backwater town, small little klein plattelandse dorpie, tussen niks en nêrens en nie 'n groot plek nie baie mense nie, maar Bethlehem. Dit is waar Jesus gebore was. What's interesting is God didn't choose Jerusalem, which was the religious capital in those days. He didn't choose Rome, which was the political capital in those days. And he didn't even choose Athens, which was the intellectual capital in those days. Those were one of the three cities that I guess a normal person would have chosen because it was a capital city. It was known. They were known either for their religion, for their politics, or for their intellectualism. But God is sending a message here. God is saying the answer to the world's problems, the answer to your and my problems, the answer to, the answer to 2022's hopes and dreams and going forward is not in religion. It's not in politics, and it's definitely not in philosophy. So dis nie in godsdienst nie, dis nie in die politiek nie, en is ook nie in intellectualism. Dis nie in wat 'n mens die goeie denke en wat 'n mens dink, die slimheid van die mens dom. Klem op die dom. It lies in a Savior. In a Savior taking up residence and being born again in the most humble of places. And that's our story. That's the Christmas story. That God sent his Son to seek and to save the lost, the least, and the lonely. If you're feeling lost, if you're feeling the least, if you're feeling very alone, very isolated, very left out, for whatever reason, you're too wealthy, you're too poor, you're too intellectual, you're too dumb, whatever the reason. Because, the devil attacks us and the devil tries to belittle. He makes us feel as if we're lost, least, and lonely. And he takes something that we've said, something that we've done, something that we haven't done, and he accuses us and he makes us feel worthless. Let me say to you, Bethlehem was a worthless town until a Savior was born in it. And now we sing carols about it, a little town of Bethlehem, a little town of Bethlehem. But we still sing about it over 2,000 years later. What about your life? Going nowhere? Well, 2022 lies ahead, Christmas, and then it's New Year. Don't allow the devil to accuse you and make you feel as if you're not worth anything. Yesterday I said, when last did you leave anywhere praising God? Let's go into today, praising God, because by faith, His Son can be born in your heart, and you can be reborn as a result of that. And your life will become a Bethlehem, a place where a Savior is born. And wherever you go into this day, whoever you meet with in this day, you are, what does it say? But as for you, Bethlehem Ephrathah, too little to be among the clans of Judah, from you one will go forth for me. May you be one who goes forth for God today, into the day that He's prepared for you, in order for you to bring a Savior, the light of the world, into the presence of other people. Don't look down on yourself. Go into today with your head up and your shoulders back and tell the story of Christmas. Tell the story of a Savior's birth. Where? In my heart. And He can in yours as well. So kom ons verkondig die Kersstorie. Dis ons storie en ons moet dit oordra. Daai herders gister het uit die teenwoordigheid van die gebore seentjie gegaan en hulle die Here gejuig en gejubel en geprys en aanbid. Kom ons gaan vandag in en verkondig, in my hart is daar die lig van die wêreld en hy kan in jou hart ook wees. Mag jy hierdie Dinsdag geniet, saam met die res van die koffie wat jy daar het. En ja, kom drink gerus 'n koffie hierdie week as jy kans het, as jy tydjie het. Sal lekker wees om jou te sien en bietjie met jou te gesels en natuurlik 'n koffie met jou te deel. Mag jy hierdie Dinsdag 'n geseënde dag beleef.
Today I choose to follow